What up, what up? This is Ace OG, back on the top, back on the video. So the title of this video is going to be, why are most black women single? So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage, the better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why are most black women single? Now, I'm going to give a generalization when it comes to this because, a lot of times society as a whole and most men deal with generalities, because if you deal in generalities, then you get the best outcome when it comes to decisions you make in life. Whereas a lot of women deal with possibilities and, I hate to say it, but sometimes fantasy type thoughts to a certain degree, right? But that's not how the world works. It really isn't. And I think a lot of women get this convoluted and they don't get the best outcome for themselves. They really don't. It's I'm not here to change women's perspective on things. I'm not here to change women's thoughts and their thought process about this particular subject. But I will, state some things that may give you some better perspective. And then from that point, you make your own decision as far as what you want to do when it comes to that. I made a video about a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago in DC, where the video was titled, "Why Are Fine Black Women Single?" So if you want to go back into my videos, check the video out. I think I got a lot of good feedback from that video. That video, I think at this point, has like 100 comments on it, and I commented on most of those comments that you guys made. So it's roughly about 50 comments from subscribers or folks that actually watched the video and chimed in and get their own perspective as far as like why that situation is, why that's a fact. And I mean, like I said, I think there's a lot of good feedback when it came to that. So go check that video out. I think that will give you some perspective as well. Now, I'm not here to say that black women are not fine. I'm not saying that. I made that video because I see a lot of fine, gorgeous black women in DC all the time, and they don't have rings on, and they may have a boyfriend, but when I mean single, I mean they're not married. You know what I'm saying? They may have a boyfriend or somebody they talking to, messing around with or whatever. But these women are like in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they don't really have any intention of being with a man, or they're having a hard time trying to find a man that suits them, that deals with them, wants to be with them based off of them being career minded, or maybe some other aspects they have. So a couple of reasons why I believe this is the issue. I think honestly, and I know I may get some pushback on this, whatever, but I'm telling you, y'all, like, my channel used to be called Finance, Fitness, and Folk. I'm gonna focus on the fitness. There are a lot of black women out here that are obese and they are not physically fit. And it's crazy how women will push back on this. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But first of all, being not being fit and not taking care of your health, a lot of times is very unattractive to men. Now, of course, there are a lot of black men out here that are not physically fit either. There's a lot of black men out here that are not fit. They're obese, all these other things. I totally get that. But for the most part, I think a lot of black women in general, but a lot of black women have this aesthetic as far as like how they want their man. And I do not believe that a lot of black women want an obese black man unless they got money. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, if you're a black woman and you're obese and you're not fit, that is a turn off to a lot of men. But you can go on social media and you can just walk around a city and you'll see a lot of obese black women with men. I totally get that. You got a lot of black women that are obese, that are married with kids. And they could have been obese before they got married, before they had kids. So I totally get that I totally get that aspect as well. So I'm not saying it's not possible. But what I'm saying is that if you are obese and you are fat, it's gonna call it like it is, and you don't have a man, that might be the reason why you don't have a man, is because of that. I think there is a perception that a lot of black women are very combative and they're not agreeable, and that could be a turnoff to men as well, right? Um, there are a lot of black women out here that had kids at a very early age in life, and that could be a deal breaker for a lot of black men as well, right? Um, I can just go on and on and on and on and on, and I'm not making this video to degrade or to down black women, but a lot of times black women will keep doing the same thing over and over again when it comes to trying to find a man, trying to be available for a man, right? Because a man supposed to find you, not vice versa, right? But it's crazy how, you know, like, black women will they'll keep you know, not being fit, not being agreeable, not being nice to a certain degree, right? And they expect for men to still come to them and to try to court them, and it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. Especially a man that's fit themselves, has a lot of money, have themselves established, and you know, you're just not appealing to him. Because I mean, I'll put this out there as well. There are a lot of black women out here that are gorgeous in the face, but they're not physically fit, and they can still get a man, but they may come with an attitude, right? They may come with, and I mean, it could be from trauma. It could be from, you know, them picking the wrong man over and over again in life, and then they don't feel like they don't feel like the next man is going to be better than the man they had before. I will say that's a pretty anecdotal experience when it comes to black women. But you know, for one thing about that is that you can't put all black men in one pot. You know, there's a lot of black men out here that will accept you being obese, but a lot of men that you want will not accept that. And if you're a person that you're comfortable in your body and you don't mind being huge, you don't mind being fat, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving perspective as far as like what some of the reasons why you may not be able to find the man that you want. And I think that's a huge factor. I really believe that, right? And I mean, there's a couple of videos I've made recently and in the past where I've talked about, you know, certain things that black women are doing or not doing that will keep them single. And then you have feminism, where it teaches women that they don't need a man, and they can just go on in life without having a man. That's fine too. If you want to do that, that's fine too. I mean, it comes to a personal decision, and it comes down to what is comfortable for you. But in my personal experience and just talking to women in general, I do not believe that a lot of black women that are single right here want to be single. I believe that a lot of black women out here that are struggling to try to find a man, and it has to be a change. I do believe that men have to change when it comes to them not making enough money, not being fit, not being in a situation to where they need to be when it comes to status and when it comes to them winning in life. And men understand this. You know, I put it like this: if a man is a loser, he knows he's a loser. I mean, you don't have to tell the man that he's a loser. He already knows this. You know, it's up to him to be able to, you know, to get off his behind and make a change. But a lot of black women will not do that. They will literally be in themselves, and they'll be like, okay, well, you know, I want a man. I do not want to be single for the rest of my life, but I'm not going to change. He either going to deal with me or he's not going to deal with me. And that is horrible thinking. It really is. Then you also get to the concept that I talked about in one video, where a lot of women in general pick horribly when it comes to dating choices. So when they do find a man, or a man finds them that actually is treating them right, has a lot of money, is attractive, and they're willing to accept them as who they are, they don't know how to deal with these men. And they will literally push the men away without even realizing it. That's a sad situation, but it's reality for a lot of black women. And I'm not saying that every single black woman in America needs to have a man. I'm not saying that every black woman in America needs men to live out life. I mean, as human beings, we're responsible for our own well-being. But I think that a lot of black women will get by in life a lot easier if they have a man. That's just my personal opinion. I don't believe that women in general and men in general are put on this earth to be by themselves the rest of their life. I think that all humans need to have some type of connection with people. And relationships is a big thing when it comes to the overall health of people in general. You have a lot of black women out here that have a lot of health problems, serious health problems when it comes to them being obese, when it comes to them not eating the right foods, with them just put themselves in bad environments. And it's like you're taking years off your life because of you being in your feelings about certain things, and you're not willing to change. And black men will see this, right? And even though you may be a person that they want to court and be with, over time they're gonna be like, man, like it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I may be physically attracted to you, right? But when it comes to you being a wife for me, it's not there. Because let's get something straight. There's a lot of black men out here that will have sex with obese black women all day long, all day strong. I don't think there's not a lot of black women out here that I've seen, and I don't think there's a lot of black women out here in general that are obese that have a problem with being intimate with men. I think that's a fact for women in general, but for black women, there's a lot of big black women out here, whatever, that are able to have sex anytime they want to. But then but the men you're having sex with are these men that really want to be with you long term and actually marry you? And a lot of times the answer is going to be no. It's funny, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's funny in the sense that, like, I don't understand why black women don't understand this, but then it's not funny because you got a lot of black women that are dying alone. I made a video about that too. So watch that video as well, But I just want to bring this video to light and bring this concept back to light because, like I said, I made a video before about why fine black women are single. I'm making this video to generalize that subject as for like why black women in general are single. And I'm telling you, some of the main reasons are because you're obese, you're not eating right, you're not agreeable, you're always argumentative, and you have a lot of kids. So I'm not saying that it's over. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that if you have those three things going for you right now, I think that the dating pool shrinks very, very small, very small. And there is a way for you to get the man that you want and to get and be able to get married, but it has to be some changes that has to be done. It really does. For the most part, a lot of men that you meet do not want to change you. They want you to be just the way you are. And I'm not contradicting myself by saying this based off of what I've done, based off of what I've said already in the video. It's not a contradiction. What I'm saying is is a lot of black men will accept you for who you are. But at the end of the day, marriage is a whole nother level when it comes to dating. It really is. And a lot of black men are not willing to, especially men with status, especially men that got a lot of money. A lot of black men are not willing to marry women like that. They're just not. So drop some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I know I'm going to get some heat about this, but, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like Mace said in one of these videos he made with Cameron, whether it be cigars, cigarettes, vapes, all different flavors. I'm here for the smoke, y'all. I am here for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I would say is when it comes to that is if you try to cuss me out on this video, YouTube is going to block that comment. It's not me blocking it, it's YouTube blocking it because there's an algorithm and there's AI that works inside YouTube that will block certain comments like that. So, let's have the conversation, you know what I'm saying? But be respectful. I'm going to be respectful to you. I don't care about you being disrespectful to me because it doesn't make me never mind at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that if you want me to see the comment and be able to have a conversation with you, you cannot put a lot of crazy stuff on those comments because YouTube is not going to allow it, all right? So, if you want me to discuss a topic or subject that beneficial to the channel, email me at findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address, is in the description below. This Ace OG signing out. I'm gone.